Hi, this is Jim. I've had students and businesses pay me a lot of money for what I'm about to show you in just a couple minutes. It's a simple, but I believe it's a truly profound concept. This is the way you should be trying to sell items on the internet. There's an old way and a new way. The old way doesn't work so well. The failure rate is high. We're looking at the old way right now. This is what you've been taught if you've been to business college or if you've taken a marketing course. The old way is you have an idea, you spend some money, time, sweat, energy, tears, late nights. Your spouse doesn't like you anymore because you're always thinking about and building whatever that passionate dream is that you hope will work someday, right? That's the old way. Idea, then you build it, you make it. Then you get to the last step of marketing it. And if that goes well, if you've spent more money and time and energy, and now your spouse is really mad, hopefully then you sell it. This is the model that the world used for most of modern business. Everyone's been through this process if they're older than, say, 30 years old and they've tried to sell something. But the internet makes this obsolete. You've got to get this old system out of your head. Let me show you the new way that works so much better, and there's so much less stress and money and time and energy wasted on ideas that just don't quite work. You can know so much sooner. Here's the new way. All the pain and stress is relieved from the new way. Now, I'm not saying your idea is more or less likely to sell using the new way, but we're going to know a lot sooner in the process if it's an idea worth pursuing or not. You have your idea. Next, you consult the audience. This step was missing. This used to be very expensive and difficult. You used to have to conduct years of surveys and mailing out flyers and making phone calls and gathering test groups to consult the audience. You don't have to do that anymore. Anyone can test the waters with an idea. It's a simple matter of finding a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper to me is someone who owns an audience, someone who's earned the trust of an audience. Maybe it's a blogger or an email list owner. It's a website where the people who might be interested in your product all hang out. And once you've found that gatekeeper in that audience, you create a win-win opportunity for you to get your idea in front of them. You make the gatekeeper look like a hero. You provide the audience with some great free information, and then you gently present them, hey, what if we were to come up with a product that did X, Y, or Z? Would you be interested? What would you be willing to pay for it? Is that something that you'd like to be a part of helping us make happen? You gather your own audience, pre-selling the concept, and if you can't do this, then it's not going to work. And you haven't spent any money yet. But if it does work, you've got people lining up saying, yeah, I'd spend $20, I'd spend $100, yeah, I'd spend $1,500 on that idea. That sounds great. When is it coming out? I can't wait. If you get that response, then you build it. You know the money will be there because you've already pre-sold it. Then you set about building it. Does that make sense? And then finally, the easy part, you sell it. At no point in here can your spouse get stressed out because you're wasting hours and days and weeks and months of time. Now, if you have a passion or a hobby, I get it. But I'm talking about those ideas that we as entrepreneurs just constantly have flooding our brain. Spend a couple days, figure out a way to consult the audience. You don't have to have your own large email list to consult the audience, although it really does help. And in my case, I've built one over the last 10 years, a really large email list, and I bounce ideas off of them all the time. I let them shoot them down or bring them to the top. It's up to them. Just because I think it's a good idea doesn't mean it's going to sell. One of the things I get asked all the time, Jim, is this a good idea? Do you think this will sell on the internet? Would you help me sell this on the internet? I'm like, have you consulted your audience yet? I'm just another guy with another opinion, as are you, as is your spouse, as are all the other people you could talk to. But if you've got a large audience of people who are potentially interested in that topic and you survey them or you create a free report for them or write a little book that introduces them to the concept and they read it and they like it and they want more, now you've pre-sold it without spending any money. Then you can build it and then sell it. So you see the difference? The old way, risk, cross your fingers, write a big check here, hope it works, and then sell it, versus the new way. No stress. Just do a little homework here. Finding your audience and consulting with them, finding out what they want. And it's so easy to do now with the internet. This is the kind of stuff I teach. Hey, keep coming up with the great ideas. We need entrepreneurs with great ideas, but test them first. Don't waste your time on stuff that won't work. It's just not necessary anymore. This is Jim signing off with 5 minutes of the best marketing advice I could possibly give you. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.